placement of that light. The closer you are to the light, the softer it is, so more directional. Here I have more even lighting. We're trying to create variety. So what I was talking about in the article, and I wanted to show you, I felt like I needed to give you a visual. The farther I push this light away this way, or the farther I turn my face from it, you can see this side of my face getting darker. So therefore creating more drama. So if I turn someone's body way far away from the light, but have them turn their face back towards the light, this side's going to fall to more shadow. So you have a highlight to a shadowed side. That's what I'm meaning whenever I'm going for drama. So again, turn your subject away from the light, but have them turn their body and their face back into the light just a little bit. And then you're photographing from right there where you're looking at me from, falling off the dramatic side here. So that's what I'm meaning with one softbox. Now, if you want to kick it up to another level, add a reflector. Watch the difference here. This side's kind of dark. Just simply add your reflector right here. And look, now this side has more light on it. So we go from very dramatic to now we have soft light coming back in on the harsh shadowed side. Very, very simple. So now I have two completely different looks out of one softbox. What I was meaning about separation lighting, again, I don't want to be redundant, but I want to show you a visual. My main light is still, I haven't moved at all, but I've got two different light sources now, two different looks. Now I'm going for a third one in the same exact area. Back behind me over here is my separation light. It's up above the subject, coming back towards the side of their face. It's going to create a rim light on their shoulders to create separation from the background. And again, your output. This light here, let's just say for all intents and purposes, is set at 1/4 power. This one back here may be set at 3/4 power. Or you may want to create a 3-to-1 ratio. So think of a recipe. You add 3 parts flour, 1 part water. Trying to make it really simple here. But again, 3 completely different sources, all under one roof in one simple area. So don't settle for just that one look and then say, all right, now we just have to switch a background, because that's not going to cut it. Be different. If you've ever found yourself shooting in an area where there was a cityscape or natural light or ambient lighting in the background from lamps or street lights, passing cars, but when you're photographing and you're using your flash, everything beyond your subject goes dark. And that's because a flash just is not going to cut it. You can't dial the flash down enough to be able to properly illuminate your subject as well as keep the ambient lighting in the background. So the way that I overcome this is with a very simple 100-watt light bulb. Sounds crazy, I know, but I put that in place of my old modeling lamp, the little tiny, I think it's like a 60-watt bulb. Screw this guy in. I pull my modifier screen completely off. So let's just say that you're photographing a senior in this hallway here, and you want to see these pretty chandeliers in the background. You want to be able to capture all that, but you don't want to have to shoot at 30th of a second and drag your shutter speed and keep it open long enough to record all of that. So you can see here I'm kind of dark. All I'm going to do from here is go over and turn on my modeling lamp, and I'm going to disconnect my pocket wizard so that the flash doesn't fire. And I'm only going to rely on the 100-watt light bulb. It's just a household light bulb, and that's what's going to match the lighting for me to my background. So I just turned on the modeling light, and now you can see the output coming from this light is very similar to the output coming from this light. So now we are matching each other, and again, I'm having to shoot at a pretty high ISO to be able to accomplish this. But in a dark area, now I can go into a hallway and shoot back into low light, into lamps, chandeliers, things like that. Whereas before with my flash units, I was not able to accomplish that. And again, it's just a 100-watt modeling lamp, and that's just thinking outside of the box, trying to add more variety to each and every session. Off-camera lighting, super, super simple. Meter for the sky. Set your camera to spot meter, and meter for the darkest part of the sky that you can find. Meaning, inside your camera, all those little hash marks inside there, those are part of your metering system. You look through the darkest part of the sky. You adjust your aperture and or shutter speed to where those little hash marks are at 0, meaning you are at perfect exposure for your sky. Take a test image. Ooh, the sky looks good. Underexpose it a little bit. Make the sky dark. Now, if you take that same image, don't adjust your camera settings at all, that means your subject would be dark, right? Yes. That's where you walk over to your studio strobe. You turn it on and you adjust it to half power. And then you take that same image, but now with your studio strobe flashing onto your subject. Your subject is either going to be too dark, too light, or properly exposed. Don't worry about the background because you got it set first. So if she's too bright, adjust your power down on your light. If she's not bright enough, add a little bit more power. It's that simple to go out in the bright sun. So again, subject's back facing the sun. Adjust your camera settings so you're at 0 in a spot meter. So you're perfectly exposed for the sky. Take a test shot. Look at it. Ooh, looks good. I want it to be a little darker. Underexpose it a little bit. Take the same image. The sky's good, subject's dark. Walk over to your light, turn it on at half power, take the same image with additive light now, and adjust from there. Off-camera lighting is one of the easiest things you'll ever do, but it's often so intimidating. Give it a chance, give it a try. You've got to add variety of lighting to what you're doing or we're never going to make it. So get off your rear end and start doing something a little bit different, all right? And we'll see you next month.